Hi there, this is Lori.
And this is Peter.
We're with Heroes Character Rental Service with another movie review. Today is...
Aquaman.
Aquaman. It's a few days before the Christmas, so we just saw this yesterday. It just came out. And did it give you great recompense and reward, my lord? Did it make your big toe shoot up in your boot?
Actually, no.
Hell no, okay.
No, sadly, I had big hopes for this movie.
Okay.
I wanted to see Aquaman.
Yeah.
Even though I never was an Aquaman fan.
Okay.
I thought Jason was going to do a great job. The trailers were edited so perfectly. It drove me to the movies.
Okay. The trailer got you out to this movie.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to differ on this because I kind of enjoyed it. It's a big, over-the-top, shiny, neon, technicolor, kaleidoscope, big, dumb, stupid kind of movie.
Mess.
It's a mess. But it does manage to find a little heart. And it's just, I only expected it to be kind of big, stupid fun because that's what I've come to expect from Jason Momoa. He just looks like a fun guy, kind of silly. To me, it was the dude bro Odyssean adventure. So, with a little King Arthur thrown in. Maybe not so comfortably, but it was there.
Yeah. Yeah, if you like King Arthur Goonies type of thing.
Yeah.
And Goonies, people love Goonies.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
I'm not a Goonies fan.
I got that. Yeah.
But it's a Goonies.
Well, I want to get to, because we talked about Aquaman. Aquaman for me, only recently I've heard people say how Aquaman is kind of a silly superhero anyway. And I've never thought of that. I grew up with watching Aquaman as a kid on cartoons. So, at that age, silly stuff didn't seem silly to me. So, and I've never really thought about it again as an adult to whether register whether is Aquaman silly or not. But watching this movie, it's ridiculous. There's a lot of this. I have to say, the special effects, I was really impressed with it. But you're just watching it, people watching on floating around, swimming around on battle-armored seahorses and sharks with freaking laser beams. Yes. It's just kind of like really ridiculous and a little hard to get past.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Trying to be constructive.
Okay.
The Aquaman that was in the that was in what is that? Justice League? Such a good Aquaman.
Okay.
I mean, the acting, so I know Jason can act.
Okay.
The acting, spectacular. The concept, spectacular.
Okay.
Bringing Aquaman into the movie realm, spectacular.
Okay.
Then they came to this movie, and they effed it up.
Okay. Now, what would you have preferred? Is it a tone thing? Because to me, it looks like they took Wonder Woman and okay, we got to lighten this up a bit.
Right.
And to me, it kind of reminds me of the Mummy movies in a lot of ways. It's silly, adventure, fun. It's not as good as Mummy movies. It reminds me of the Thor movies in being this kind of shiny, technicolor, bright, really colorful thing, but the Thor movies do it better as well.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know and I've seen Justice League, but I just can't register what.
Well, I really think that what happened with this movie happened in the editing.
Okay.
Perhaps some in the writing, but definitely in the editing.
Yeah.
And when they decided how they decided to tell the story, to me, was wrong. But as far as the editing and everything, I think they needed to take the movie, put it back into the dipper, stir it up, and then pour it back into theaters.
Back down on the world.
On the world. But it was, there were so many things in there that whenever you go to the movies,
Yeah.
no matter what movie it is, whether it's a thriller or anything, it is supposed to, you're supposed to go in there and to be ready to suspend belief.
Uh-huh.
So that means, of course, there can be somebody who lives and talks in the water.
Yeah, yeah.
But the movie, throughout the movie, kept contradicting itself.
Okay.
And I don't mean by action. I mean by actually saying it. We know this. We don't know that. We know this. We don't know that. It was like watching a movie written by Donald Trump.
Okay. It was. I think I can see what you're getting at. I thought in terms, it should have been like the way the feel they were going for was good, breezy fun, and it just wasn't breezy. It wasn't, it's a little clunky, it's a little heavy, and it doesn't flow along real well.
It's very disjointed. I don't mind when you say, Here it is. We're in the present. Let me go back and tell you.
Oh, the flashbacks.
How we got here, but this was not good.
Okay. Well, I have to say, and I'm not going to reveal, one actor in this movie to me saves the movie. So I'm not going to reveal which actor it is because to reveal that name would, I think, give away some of the plot.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, because,
well, then in that case...
It would give away, something about it.
Well, then in that case, I won't say her name either.
Okay. See, I was trying to be a spoiler.
But I do want to say that there were a lot of actors or A-lists.
They have some really, good actors who weren't as good in it as I was hoping they would be, except for this one.
Well, you know what? You know what's weird? I liked a lot of the actors in this movie. I thought a lot of these actors, you guys did some great work. The editor
wasn't your friend today.
Yeah, he messed you all up.
Yeah, he didn't.
And there were some lines that some of these actors had that you kind of looked at and went, "What?" I can't believe. You can even see the person as they're talking.
Oh, just like I can't believe I have to say this line or something. Yeah, okay.
Where they probably said it the way it was written. Then the director said, okay, now say it the way you would say it, because that's what a lot of directors would do. They'll say, now say it the way you would say it. And they'll do the line again and again. And a lot of times they will do one scene 4 times. They'll do it once or twice the way it is written. Then they'll do it once the way they would say it, and then they would do it once the way they would say it and how they would move, how they feel it's more natural.
Okay.
Well, I think in this case, each time they took the scene as it was written.
Okay.
And
you think the editor took the scene as it was written rather than...
Right, and I think maybe the writer might have been sitting next to him because a lot of times
writers don't have that much power.
Okay,
honestly.
Well, I mean,
know
it just seems
okay
because
although I believe the director did co-write the movie, so
okay,
yeah,
and the director should have. You a lot of times I know the director will not write it, or he may have some little charge in it. Or if he is giving a writing title, it is because while filming it, he said that didn't work. Let's change it to this, and then it'll flow better. And James Wan should have took more reins over this movie. It didn't seem like he did. Maybe he did.
Maybe
that's
not. There might have been a lot of notes that came down because I know that DC is trying to kind of change tone and change direction with their movies because they haven't been a success in the way in the way Marvel movies have been doing. So they're trying to fix things, and that might have been this movie might be a victim of that.
Right. See, now I also know that Warner Brothers likes to grab a hold of the directors and say, no, do it like this. Oh, I got a note from my girlfriend's cousin's friend, and we should do this. And
yeah, there's a lot of let's throw everything in there, plus the kitchen sink, and I think that's part of DC movies that's really unappealing. I do want to get to like the special effects in this because I was pretty impressed with it.
Oh, yeah.
Just the visual effects are really, really good. One of the things that I took note of is, when they're like throwing bodies around, and it's impossible for them to actually throw a real human that way, and they'll have to use like some kind of computer generated thing to have certain actions happen. And I thought they did a really good job of making, when moving the bodies around that looked more realistic than most movies tend to do. And I thought this movie did an advancement on that. So I was really appreciative of that.
Well, yeah. I do have to agree with you on that. There was so much, and they would have to be for it to be underwater and everything else.
The money they must have spent on these effects, I don't know. It was they did an amazing job and stuff, and maybe that. And there's one scene that I really appreciate as well. When the sea monsters, they're going down to they're in that boat, and then they have to go, these sea monsters attack. When they went into the water, and they just had them kind of swarming. Usually I can't stand, just swarms of creatures moving really fast. But they made it's like you could tell they studied the movement of fish and groups of fish and really applied that to this to make it. And then the lighting of it and everything just makes it seem a little sinister and everything. I loved how that was done in this movie.
Oh, yeah. And that was something I wasn't expecting because I had seen the diving in the water and then the fish or whatever, them coming after the people. And I thought that was a great effect on the trailer. When I saw it in the movie, I thought it was even better.
Okay, yeah.
Because I saw the attack, and now I knew what was going on. And then when you saw that diving and them going after them, they did that really well. So whoever was doing this special effects, you guys did.
You made my big toe shoot up in my boot.
Oh yeah, I was rumpling and tumbling all under my toes. But
they gave it all to you. That's what you want. You want it all and none.
None. If you're not gonna do it right, don't give me none.
That's right.
But
my Lord,
Jehovah.
Great God, Jehovah. Anyway, so I have one more point I wanted to, and this might be why I probably enjoyed the movie more than you. It did something that I've been wondering if movies and stories and things would go through. If you know anything about Joseph Campbell and the whole hero mythology, monomyth thing. This movie has a mother quest, which is something kind of new in terms of mythology, I think. Maybe it isn't, but in terms of what I know, I'm not an expert, but usually you have a father quest. I found this have a mother quest, and I thought it did that successfully. So I was very impressed with that because I've seen a couple other properties, a TV show, maybe another movie here, attempt that. I don't know if they consciously attempted, but didn't quite make it effectively. So I'll talk more about that. We're going to extend our reviews, not on video, but in podcast form and get into spoilers. Because we always end these videos and end up talking for like an hour more about this stuff. Yes. So anyway, anything else you wanted to talk about Aquaman? Okay,
well, if you want to go see it, I recommend go see it, but if your theater has a discount day, the theater
$5 movie night, it's on. I mean, I wondered, maybe for visual effects wise, seeing this in the IMAX 3D might be interesting, but it's not so great. If you don't mind big, stupid superhero movies,
And this is something new she has coined. You know, we used to say dramas, thrillers, action.
No, big stupid superhero music.
This is big stupid superhero movie. This is.
Oh, I've got another point I wanted to bring up. The Black Manta character, who they tried to killmonger. They tried to give him a compelling backstory like Killmonger in Black Panther, and they didn't
missed
do it
by a mile.
It was not very well handled, and he was not in the movie as much as I thought he was going to be. But you know how that goes. We got to set up stuff for sequels. So,
yeah.
Did I give a spoiler? I don't know. Okay.
No, but
I don't think you'll care.
Yeah, but if you don't mind spoilers and you want to hear something, please listen to the podcast.
Well, it'll be somewhere. I'll have to figure out where I'm going to put it.
Yeah, because I have a few things I didn't care about on there.
Yeah.
As much as I like that character, I love that character, and maybe I love the character too much. I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't like something.
Okay, yeah, so we'll get into that more. So Aquaman, save your money, you know. It's worth, if you want to see it in a big theater for the effects, go to $5 movie night. Otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, it effects-wise, it was spectacular.
Yeah.
There was some other stuff in there, you know, as this one girl put it in watching she was watching, or they had a bunch of people being able to watch the Black Manta coming in, and you know all these people were surprised. Well, this one girl who had this great accent, I'm sure it's back east, because she said, oh, he has backup dancers, and I was just like, whoa. But his backup dancers, they do some really cool stuff too.
Okay. So that's Aquaman. We out.
We out.
We're going to say something else. Damn. I forgot what it was. We out.